Despite being released just a year ago, Arknights wasted no time in making its presence felt inside the top-grossing mobile charts. The game has certainly lived up to its billing, adding RPG elements, challenging combat systems, and a riveting backstory to flush away the old-school tower defense blues. As a newbie player, it can be pretty overwhelming if you just dive straight onto the game with all the new features that you have to explore. But you know what? You don't have to worry about all of that. What's up guys, I'm Pao for this special edition of EP Game Reviews. Lucky for you, we got you covered for today as I'm gonna hit you with some quick tips on how to start strong in playing Arknights. Number 10. Balance your squad. As much as you would like to use the same operators in almost every mission, it is important to note that having a well-balanced squad helps you clear levels faster in the early goings of the game. The ideal team composition would be 2 vanguards, 2 defenders, 2 snipers, 2 casters, 2 medics, and 2 guards. By having this dynamic type of lineup, it allows you to have a solid frontline defense while inflicting significant damage on the other end. Each type of unit has its own area of expertise, and it is really important to familiarize yourself with each one of them so you can fully maximize the potential of your squad. Lastly, you can also try to mix and match different unit combinations depending on the given scenarios. Number 9. Reach and range. If you wanna finish levels quickly, you need to re-evaluate your unit placement in the battle grid. I know this one may sound petty, but deploying your operators on the right spot saves you a lot of time as you don't have to play all over again in case you only manage to get 2 stars in a certain mission. For instance, medics and casters can usually cover a bit more ground compared to defenders and vanguards. With that being said, you need to strategically position the healers where it can maximize its healing abilities. The same goes for the frontline operators like defenders and vanguards, as you need to place them near the long-range operators so they can receive healing and offensive support. Number 8. Level them up. As missions become increasingly harder, leveling up your operators is quite essential to even the playing field at the early stages of the game. In contrast to some other games where characters naturally gain experience points by simply using them in battle, you can only do individual upgrades in this game through the use of Drill Battle Records or DBRs, which gives you 200 experience points and some LMTs. Later on, you'll be able to obtain leveling materials such as frontline and tactical battle records, which in return gives you more out XPs. In terms of doing upgrades, it is important to level your operators evenly because constant upgrading comes at a hefty price. By distributing the upgrading wealth equally, it allows you to have multiple operators that have the same level instead of relying on just 1 or 2 high-level operators to carry you through the battle. Number 7. Get resources from the supply mode. Speaking of which, there are plenty of alternative ways on how to get battle records. One of these is through playing some missions in the tactical drill mode, which can be found under the supply section. This game mode consists of a series of skirmish drills where you can get DBRs and FBRs on a consistent basis compared to the storyline missions that only randomly drop upgrading materials. However, the difficulty level here escalates way faster than the storyline mode, and you always have to make sure that you arrange a strong lineup before proceeding into battle. Aside from the tactical drill, there are also other scheduled activities wherein you can farm exchangeable resources. Number 6. Build your base. Are you familiar with Fallout Shelter? If you are, then you could put that to use once you access the base. The base almost exactly runs like Fallout Shelter, where you can create resource-generating rooms by designated personnel. Here, you can produce your own DBRs and collect currency by simply letting the time pass by. Each room also gives you a different type of benefit, such as the control center that deepens the trust of your operators, which eventually increases their stats. Be sure to always keep your rooms busy and occupied at all times, so that you can produce the items that you need while simultaneously doing other in-game activities. Number 5. Complete daily and weekly tasks. This one may be simple, but most players tend to forget completing daily and weekly tasks. Aside from the campaign missions, you can collect a generous amount of rewards by finishing these tasks, and this is something that you definitely shouldn't miss. Usually, these tasks can be achieved easily through natural progression, and all you have to do is simply follow the specified conditions. Number 4. Don't forget to recruit. If you don't have enough Orundum or Originite Prime, you can always use the recruit function to get your desired operators. It is a much less costly way of acquiring units, as it only requires you to spend some LMDs and recruitment permits. Here, you'll have the chance to get rare units by increasing the recruitment time, and you could also indicate the specific operator that you're looking for by selecting multiple job tags. Number 3. Add friends. One of the quickest ways to get currency for free is by adding new pals. Once you've added your friends, you can visit their base and search for clues in the reception rooms. In return, you will receive credit points for your efforts, which you can use to exchange for in-game items. Number 2. Scout before you start. Before jumping right into the battlefield, you should always check the enemy composition and the map grid itself. By doing so, it allows you to have a head start by visualizing the placement of your units right before the start of the mission. You'll also have ample time to prepare your battle plans and tweak your squad composition according to the given conditions. And lastly, you can always do a reroll. Aside from its compelling storyline and advanced combat system, Arknights is all about collecting characters. The game gives you plenty of chances in acquiring high-tier units in the early rounds by rolling in the newbie and premium banners. However, if luck doesn't sway in your favor, you can always do a reroll to get the 5 or 6 star units that you desperately need. There you have it, guys, and I hope you have enjoyed this special top 10 video. If you want to see more game breakdown videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel by tapping the red button below. And also, I want to know who's your favorite Arknight operator and which do you think is the best 8-man lineup combo in this game? Let me know your answers on this one by dropping your comments below. Thanks for joining me in this special edition of EP Game Reviews. Once again, my name is Pao and see you around.